Day 3 of 0 to millions. Alright, so we made it to a million on day 2 because we stuffed around for most of day 1. And then on day 3 now, we've had a postpone because the game had to update. So if you don't remember day 1, we had it set up pretty much. We just got the free car, got the first garage, earned about 200,000, and then brought the apartments to show you that heists really aren't that worth it. And then I sold the apartments for the original garage. Day 2 we made it to a million, then we brought the MC place, and that's about where we left off. I got back to a million. Since then I've set this up so I'm able to get the Sand King XL. I also upgraded the garage to the $40,000 one just down the road from the MC place, so I'm able to put these Sand King XLs in here. Every day you come down here about like 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock or 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock or whatever, drive really slowly down the street. One's going to pop up at the dealership there, then you're going to take it back to the garage. I like to keep them stocked up, although you don't need to. That red and black one there is my one that I have insurance put on it. I spent about $1,000, so that's like another small investment for that. And that's able to spawn the other Sand Kings when I drive down the street with it. And then they sell for about 18k sometimes, so they're pretty worth it between missions. Then I continued the grind of doing the MC work and the VIP missions. Also made another investment of about 2,000, one for a Sanchez dirt bike that I stole so I could put the insurance on it. Put the tracker on it for free by taking it to the MC place. I also did the same thing with a quad. Right now I'm just calling another Sand King out so we can quickly sell it between missions. Then I'm going to go down and unregister from VIP, then become an MC and continue doing MC work. This is just like a cool way to earn money while the other ones are cooling down. If you don't want to do a job between them that's only going to give like 9 grand or 13 or whatever.
What brings you in today?
Oh, and also if it's the right time, it's like 10, 11 or whatever, and you have this one down here you're about to sell, you can spawn another one and sell that and keep that one in your garage for later. Continuing on doing some MC work. This jailbreak is actually one of my favorite ones to do. I mean, like, especially you got this dirt bike here, you just hammer it down to where the prison bus is sitting. It's usually at the gas station here. If not, then it's on the highway and you just gotta drive in front of it and shoot the driver out and then steal it. So it's not a big deal, not too hard. This is tons of fun as well, and if you stack it on this bike, this is my favorite bike at the moment for the MC, so you get health regeneration while sitting on it and a damage buff, so it's kind of handy. So once you get to the boss, don't just try to jump straight into it. You want to like get a weapon out or something, aim at him, because otherwise you're gonna have this awkward moment when you're like stuck in an animation of entering the boss while he's leaving the boss and everyone's shooting you. It's gonna be really awkward, so you know. Then here comes the easy bit. You just gotta play bus driver pretty much at this point and just deliver this thing to where it's gonna go. You shouldn't have too much trouble. Like, I very rarely need to actually pop shots at the cops to keep them off me. This one, however, is right in front of us, so I'm gonna just shoot at him and try to hit the driver. Don't worry about the first person view, I just like driving like that. And you drop that down, and now we've made like 60,000 in a very short time because we sold the Sand King right after the VIP mission and jumped straight into this mission down the road, so all them things are like right next to each other. And then of course I got a little bored. You can't always just keep on grinding, you're gonna burn yourself out, so you gotta do some fun things between. So I jumped into random adversary mode using the phone, and this is what we got into. So the first round I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I was just grabbing power-ups and jumping around, and I honestly need to start reading the bottom of the screen when I jump into a game mode I have no idea about, but you know, you'll get used to that, because I mean, like, if you read it, it clearly says use your line to take out other players, which also means to not drive into the enemy's line because you will blow up like this. So needless to say, the first round didn't go very well, and I lost that miserably. But then I got the hang of it pretty quickly and ended up actually winning a fair few of these. And if you read there, for winning it, you get 5 grand every single round, which I mean, like, if you're making money while you're having fun, then you're not really worried about grinding, and you're not stressing about doing the same missions, and you know it's getting tiring. Instead, you're just having fun and just run that man straight off the map. And then we won. And then I proceeded to win the next round, so that was 2 out of 3. And for winning that, I think I got a total of 20 grand. 23 grand, yeah, so it's not a bad playthrough. Then I jumped into another one which was called Land Grab. I got invited to this as random, so I was like, yeah, I'll accept that. And at first, I did not know what we were doing. I kind of thought it was like a deathmatch situation. But I mean, like, yet again, should have read the bottom of the screen where it says run over the tiles and claim them for your team. But instead, we just run out, started shooting at each other. And although that was fun, a lot of fun, it's not how you're supposed to win this game mode, and we quickly learnt that after losing the first round. So anyway, as the name of the game mode kind of implies, land cover is basically where you just gotta cover as much of this ground as possible, so just running over the tiles. So if you get like one of the other teams to chase you to the other team, then that whole team's gonna end up stuck fighting each other, and then you just basically run over and take as much tiles as you possibly can. And after a while, we got the hang of it. We ended up winning like 2 or 3 more rounds of this, and then I think on this round was the last round. We ended up winning, and then winning the game entirely. I think this took about 40 minutes, so I don't know if this is necessarily worth it, but I'm pretty sure the pay was close to 50k. It was like 46k or something, so I mean, like, not bad considering we're just monkeying around and having fun. So yeah, it was definitely 46k, so I mean, like, not too bad, but it was about 40 minutes or whatever of just running around shooting each other and taking tiles. I don't know, if you're into that, it's good money. And then of course I got straight back to the grind, but then I got this cracked mission, and I was like, these only pay $8,000, and I was like, what is the point of doing this? But I wanted to reset the board anyway, so I come down here, and I mean, like, this is the part that doesn't make sense to me. This is one of the hardest missions you get from the MC to do alone, but the payout is only 8k. And then I noticed that all these Lost have like Western Daemons and LLC, this and that bikes just laying around. And I looked up the pricing of them, and the Western Daemon is about $140,000. I thought, well, there's no way it's going to let me sell it for that, but what if it lets me take it back? And like, look at the difficulty you get. Once you finish everyone off in this place, you got to crack the safe, and 3 people come out to kill you every single time you go to crack the safe, and then eventually nobody comes and you get to crack the safe. So like, this is pretty high difficulty considering you only get 8k for it. Anyway, eventually they stopped coming for me, and I was managing to crack the safe. Got that open. Found this pretty sweet Western Daemon with like ghost flames on it. So I looked up exactly how much they were. 145,000 for a Western Daemon. So I thought, there's no way it's gonna let me keep this. So I went and dropped off the money. Got paid the miserable 8k for doing the job. And then drove back to my MC, and I thought, there's no way it's going to let me in. But it accepted the bike, so now I've got a $145,000 bike. That's got a tracker in it now. And look at the ghost flames, it's a pretty sick bike. So now I'm going to take it down and see if we can put insurance on it. So that's $2,500 for the insurance, so that is a saving of $142,500 for a bike. And I mean, like, it's also got this custom paint job, which is pretty sick. So now I need to ride this thing more than the Sanchez, so it becomes my favorite bike, so that way I get the health regeneration bonus and all that stuff. Alright, last mission for the day. I gotta go eat dinner and stuff after this. That's why this is the last mission. And I'm pretty sure that puts us at 1.6 million. Let me just chuck this in the bank to confirm that. Deposit. Yeah, 1.6 mil. Alright, so this was a pretty good day. I mean, like, we got the $145,000 bike. We earned about $600,000 just running back and forth. Okay, so hopefully tomorrow we can earn another 600k. That should put us at 2.2 million, enough to buy the submarine. Then we'll be able to do the Cayo Perico heist on day 4.